You're alive. Dang. Quality on this camera is kind of. I'm gonna wipe that camera off right quick. Just there. It needed it, you know. So I shall wait until I get a couple people on here, and then we can essentially begin the stream. Uh, while I'm waiting for people to pop in here, I'm gonna start working on getting my mods together here for the Switch, which I have to ship out tomorrow morning. Oh, man, I'm so tired. I kind of like this new setup. This is kind of cool. I have to remember to talk to the camera, though. That's the thing. So, I will see how many of my subscribers on this channel actually show up here. I'm not sure how many I'm going to have, to be honest. Yeah, I don't want to do a whole bunch of side work when I'm trying to stream with you guys. And we'll see how quick the lag is here. I'm not sure how long it actually takes. But if you're basically just going to join in here, or you scrub back a little ways in the chat, I haven't posted to this channel in a while, and I've been busy over at my new channel that now has over 600 subscribers. So I feel bad. I kind of left this channel and lost you guys a little bit. I'm sorry about that. But I do want to pop back in, and I do kind of want to separate the channels a little bit. So I want each channel to have a different type of videos, basically. I don't want them to be a duplicate of the same thing. Some content I do post on both just to get some double exposure. Currently, none of my channels are monetized. Nobody has over 1,000 subscribers. None of my channels do. The closest one is my other Midnight Ninja channel, and it has 604, I believe, as of the last time I looked. Oh, and it's just telling me I'm live. Look at that. Even tells me right now. There we go. Even tells me I'm live. That's funny. Yes, I know I'm live. I'm right here. But let me, out of curiosity, pop on here and check. I have 604. I was right. Okay. So I have 604 subscribers there, and it's a slow pace. It's building a little bit, but I wanted to come back and hop on this channel, as I know a lot of the people I think on this channel were more interested in the car work that I've done. So my tib line has undergone a fair amount of change, and it's not like super significant. I didn't get a body kit or anything like that. I've just kind of been keeping it polished. I got the wheels painted. I redid the carbon fiber wrap on the inside on the dash and the trim. Redid the lights in the back. I put lights under the front on aluminum angle strip that was cut. I had a piece on my underneath the glove box that's just a piece of that factory dash plastic that it's molded out of. Actually broke off in one corner and then halfway through on the other. So now I had to cut another piece of 1 inch by 1 inch right angle aluminum and custom fit it in there to make like a secondary brace, almost like a splint. So it's gone through some surgery, but other than that, it still works very well. The biggest thing on this channel, I believe, was the Mishimoto oil catch can review, and yeah, it's done me worlds of good. What I think I'm going to do is, if I can remember, because I got really bad ADD, is I want to start with an empty 1 quart, I guess. Yeah, it'd be a quart. I wouldn't have that much. So 1 quart container, empty, clear if possible. Cats are messing around in the other room. And every time I empty the can, the catch can, pour it into that same container. And I want to do this for exactly, say, 6 months. It doesn't matter when I empty it, as long as every time I empty it, it goes directly into that container. And then at the end of 6 months, see how much oil has been collected that would have otherwise gone through unfiltered. So that would be a little bit of an experiment. Obviously, it's an experiment that'll take a lot longer than, say, I can post one next week for you. But uh, I don't know, other than that, what format people really want to see things on this channel. Uh, I didn't really have a theme before. I did a couple things and they caught on, but there was no real, like, this is a drone channel and this is a DIY channel and this is all about photography and video. There was no split between it. So I want to get some input from you guys and see what you think the direction of this particular channel should be. And if you would be so kind, head on over to my Midnight Ninja channel. So youtube.com/Midnight Ninja, or I still can't spell it out as fast as I could type it, but M1D N1GHT N1NJ4. I had to really think about that. So yes, Midnight Ninja. Head on over there, subscribe, uh, even watch some of the videos. Even if you don't want to see it, it does help to just kind of uh, like start the video, play it, and then you can move to another tab. You can mute it. You can open another video at the same time if you want on some other channel. Just let mine play in the background. It still counts toward the watch time that I need in order to add to the 1,000 subscriber mark in order to become monetized. And then once I'm monetized, you don't have to watch the videos. I still make money based on what I put out, even if I have less than 1,000 subscribers or less than 4,000 watch hours in the past 12 months. At 4,000 watch hours, that's a lot of time. I had the number off the top of my head, and for some reason I can't seem to recall what it was. So 4,000 watt, yeah, 240,000 minutes. And I believe my channel is down to, in the past, it counts on a 30-day, so it would be 80,000 or something is saying average in 30-day. There's no way. So it's progressively getting smaller because now my viewer count, my number of views per video on that channel are something in like the double digits under 30. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what's going on. I have a bunch of subscribers and like nobody's unsubscribing. So it's like I'm almost thinking they subscribe to the channel to watch, say, a drone video, which I haven't had a chance to put any out recently because I haven't got anything new. I kind of blew through it all. I didn't think about that. And they're busy watching other channels and they just kind of forgot about this one or don't care or whatever, but they didn't bother to unsubscribe. I think they're maybe holding out or it's just hitting unsubscribe is too much work. I don't know. But I've asked a couple times on that channel to fill out a poll that I had in one video, and it would tell me what my viewers were actually interested in. So it was a multiple choice, like DIY, review, drone, photography, electronics, PC tutorials, software tutorials, a few things mixed in. So there's no real specific topic, but you could all choose what there was. And I think I'd like to do one on this end because I'd like to know on this channel what you guys want to see. And I think we're at 44 subscribers. Okay. The number has been going up a little bit. I'm a little surprised. But I do want to get some new content out. I just don't know what that content should be. So that would be something you guys could really help me with. And if I do a live stream, unfortunately, with my day job and how things are, how things go in my real life outside of this online ordeal here, it's very hard for me to plan exactly when I say I want to plan a stream, I can't say, okay, every Friday at 7 o'clock for 1 hour, I'm going to do a live stream. I can't say that. So many things change so fast around here that I couldn't plan something if I tried. And even if I wanted to, and it came down to that time, I could start it maybe, and then 5 or 10 minutes into it, something had happened, and I'd have to leave, and that kind of sucks. But I do want to try to get a little more consistent in this channel. I need to work on an intro. I have a generic outro that I use, end screen that I use for my other channel, and we have a viewer now. I don't think it's me. Last time I was using Firefox, it kept counting me as a viewer whenever I watched my stream to make sure everything was right. But go ahead and say something in chat. If you have any questions or anything, go ahead and let me know. I will say that I can't be on here probably much past 10 o'clock. It's 9:15 now, so another 45 minutes. Or Trini. Yes, I have. Get me started. That was very funny. A lot of the Walmart videos that I watch are from Joe Santagato, and he has got some funny stuff. Oh man. But yeah, while I've got you here, I think you're a subscriber. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if you have to be a subscriber to be in the chat or not. Probably not. But what videos on this channel do you like more than others? Is there a direction you think this channel should go? Looks like we got a second viewer now. If you want to say something in chat, that's cool. I'm here. If I need to type something in chat rather than just say it, I'll do that too. But yeah, go ahead and let me know what direction you guys think this channel should go. Is there a specific topic? I will say that things that new videos that require me to spend money. What was that? Oh, she's up and moving around now. No, sorry. Just stumbled on this stream by accident. Hey, you know what? I'm glad to have you here. You're welcome to subscribe here and my other channel. Actually, let me type that in chat here. Whoops, I cannot even see this. Okay. Okay, let me make sure I spelled that right. Both of you, really? Well, hey, I mean, that's how did you? That's a good question, actually. How did you stumble across this stream? Like, how did you search for me? Because that kind of helps me know where my exposure is coming from. And while you guys are chatting here, yeah, go ahead and subscribe here. Check out my other channel. Link is, I don't know where chat is for you. It could be anywhere here. But I know the camera quality on here sucks. This is the lid of my laptop. You spend $2,000 on a laptop and the built-in webcam still sucks. It's terrible. But I am getting a new camera. I'll have a Panasonic Lumix LX10. It's a mid-range mirrorless camera. It'll be arriving tomorrow afternoon, so I may be getting off work early to come pick it up. And that'll really make my videos a ton better, because even using the Pixel 2 XL, it's as good a phone and a camera as this is. It's nothing compared to a mirrorless. And I can't quite afford a DSLR yet, so that'll have to be put on hold. Was looking for a stream that had the word talk in it. Just not bashing him or anything. Most streams involve talking. I don't know. It sounded a little bit funny to me. I'm sorry. I was looking at live streams and I saw you good looking. Oh, I'm good looking. All right. I never thought so myself, but you know what? All this bald stuff going here. I'm sorry. I nitpick about my going bald head. I absolutely hate that. Yeah, it's I complain about it all the time, and my girlfriend thinks I'm still really cute, though I can't. I just don't see it. But whatever. No, a lot of streamers are about gaming. I do actually have. I do want to stream about gaming. Actually, I bought Final Fantasy 15 for the PC. Actually, I pre-ordered it and had it already pre-downloaded and everything and activated from Steam. So the day that it came out, it went through, verified all the files. It took about 20 minutes, and I was up and playing like that. I still have the PS4 version. I think I put the PS4 in the other room, but I like the PS4 version so much that I wanted to be able to take it with me, and I was dying to know if they were actually going to do a PC port or not. Turns out they did, and I definitely bought it. So uh, at work, on vacation, now I can take my game with me, and it plays amazing on this laptop. This is the Acer Predator G9 793. So I got a NVIDIA, a GeForce 1070, 8 gig VRAM. System RAM is currently at 48 gigabytes. I might have to go to 64 gig here pretty soon because of my video editor. Because Adobe After Effects and Adobe Premiere, they'll kill your RAM in a heartbeat. Even 64 is probably not enough. That's what this maxes out at. So, yes, I'd like to do some streaming if that's something you guys like to see. I'm cool with that. I do have, let me pull out a drawer here so I can show you. Okay, so I started off with my component to HDMI converter box here, which scales, you probably can't see this on here, but scales 720 and 1080. I think this stream is being put out in 720. That's probably why you can't see anything. Can't change it. I don't have any options. But I was using this to output off of like the PS2 into my HD TV. So that became a little outdated, and then I ended up getting this guy for Christmas, the Elgato HD 60S. This thing is full HDMI pass through, and I can use this recording software on the laptop. So I can record Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, I mean, whatever I want. It can all run through this, and I can record gameplay on the laptop along with audio, superimpose my face. You know, it's a really cool setup. So, would I like to stream games? Yes, absolutely. I think that's originally what I'd started my other channel about, and it didn't seem to take off quite as well because once I got into the drone stuff, stuff put away here. Once I got into the drones, that was like the instant hit, and I was still relatively new with YouTube, so I didn't understand the concept of pace yourself. I didn't do that. I ended up just one after another after another. I did like tutorials and reviews and guides and functions this and how to set up this function and that function. And I think I ran through like 15 videos, all the components I could possibly think of in like 3 weeks, and I was done. If I'd have spaced those one per week, I probably could have gone 4 months or more. But I didn't do it. I I didn't understand the pace yourself, and then I had a lull point, and now I have nothing because I've done it all. So that was kind of a bad bit on my part. I'm gonna shave it all. I don't know if I'd look any better, honestly. If I had a picture, I don't. I think it's on my backup drive, um, where I took. Well, I didn't take, but I did a Photoshop of me maybe a year and a half ago, and I photoshopped all minus my head hair, but I photoshopped all of this off. No, that's a bad look. But um, I am now getting into contacts, so this would eventually be my look. I mean, I probably don't have the greatest I probably have bags and dark spots under my eyes, but being able to go water skiing, uh, go out and do stuff on the water, jet skis, water ski, uh, slalom, all that kind of stuff, snorkel, scuba dive, whatever. It's nearly impossible to do any of that and wear glasses at the same time. Not only can you lose them, but my thing is that if I take my glasses off, I can literally only focus about 5 or 6 inches in front of my face, and then anything after that, it's a total washout. I can't see anything. So there's no point. I wouldn't be able to see what I'm doing. So with contacts, at least I can see what I'm doing, and even if I fall in the water, so what? They're contacts. They're going to stay in. uh, Someone did actually mention shaving my head at one point. And believe it or not, this is actually fairly long. If I have an electric groomer that I use everywhere, so I do shave my own hair rather than going to a barber now because I figured out how to do it myself. I set it at number 9, and I just the whole thing. And I think I'm going to start going down to maybe 8 or 7. But once you do that, even everything here, it looks completely even. You can't even tell that there's bald spots or anything, and it does look a little bit better. I haven't shaved for a little while. It's pretty long. I need to see. You can see it like right here, where it sticks out past the ear. Yeah, I need to. I'll probably do that tonight. Uh, so we lost our other stream or viewer. That's all right. Uh, so we have some ideas. So game streaming, I kind of like that idea. I do have a list. Let me sort of shrink this window down over here, and I can tell you what games I have. Actually, let me go to my folder for installed games. That'll give me a better idea. Games. Okay. And I'll connect my external drive because you're going to like this. Hang on just a second. Gonna get my cable out here. All right. So I have an absolute butt ton of games that I can install on here. And let me just go over what I currently have actually installed. I have Borderlands 2, Cluster Truck, like truck. That's a fun game. Danger Zone, Fallout 4, Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2, Get Even, League of Legends, Middle Earth, Shadow of War, Nier Automata, No Man's Sky, Rocket League, and World of Final Fantasy. But I'll tell you, I've got a lot more than that I can install. So if I go to my game installers folder, I'm probably going to have to scroll through this because the list is so long. So I'll just read them all off. BeamNG Drive, Borderlands 2, Borderlands Game of the Year, Burnout Paradise, Cluster Truck, Crisis 3, Danger Zone, Darksiders, War Mastered Edition, Distance, Dying Light, Fallout 4, Far Cry 4, Final Fantasy 12, Final Fantasy 12-2, Final Fantasy 13 Trilogy, Formula Fusion, Get Even, Lego Worlds. I should probably delete that. I hate that game. I am going to delete that. Metal Gear Rising, Middle Earth Shadow of War, Minecraft. I've got 3 different versions of that. Custom Minecraft launcher, Nier Automata, No Man's Sky, Prey, Quake 3 Arena, Resident Evil 7, Rocket League, Elder Scrolls Skyrim, Last Remnant, Surge, Witcher 3, The Witness, Titanfall 2, Transformers. I hate that game, deleting that too. Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator, and World of Final Fantasy. So yes, I have a lot of games. And this system just can power through anything. It's absolutely amazing. My favorite game, I am always a sucker for the Final Fantasy series. So what I came mostly liking Final Fantasy 12 back when it came out on the PS2, which I still have a PS2 and all of its parts down here in a drawer. Actually, you're going to like this, I think. Here's all of my here's my actual PS2 right here. Guidebooks for Final Fantasy 13 and 12. All the controllers, everything, you name it, it's all in here. In fact, like I was saying, I started off with Final Fantasy 12, and I got the collector's edition with the actual metal cover, case, whatever you want to call it. This thing, I actually got that on purpose because this was my favorite one of the series at the time. Then Final Fantasy 13 came out, Lightning and all of them. And then 13.2 came out, and the graphics were absolutely amazing. Like, the battle scenes were just stuff flashing everywhere. It kind of reminds you of Marvel vs. Capcom, the old arcade, where there's so much going on screen that you just like, you know? And then Final Fantasy 15 for the PS4, and I'm like, open world, realistic characters, a believable storyline, physics were good. I mean, what's not to like about that? I liked it so much that I actually ended up getting it for the PC. So favorite game so far, because I like RPGs, open world, exploration, leveling up, that kind of thing, has got to be Final Fantasy 15. No question. I know a lot of people say Final Fantasy 7, and it was a good game. I still have it on the PSP. I'm telling you, I'm like a video game nut. You would not believe. On the PSP, yes, I still have this. In fact, okay, it's dead. I haven't charged it in a really long time. This is actually the PSP that I modded. So I've got sound reactive LEDs in the trigger buttons. I have them down in the speakers underneath. And you may be able to see this, maybe not. You can tell in there, there's no UMD drive. I took the UMD drive out because it is a completely hacked system and everything runs off of the memory card here, which is then also on a micro SD card, 32 gig. So it holds all the games that I really want to play in their full ripped ISO form. I'm sorry, CSO form. They're all compressed. So God of War and Final Fantasy VII, Crisis Core, I mean, they're all on here. Custom OS, I think, is 661. Pro C2, I think, is what it was. I haven't updated it in a little while. I need to recharge it. But yeah, I've got about every game system imaginable. I just have stuff everywhere. And I just recently got a new desk so I can organize it all. But I'd love to get this stuff back up and running and record some gameplay of it. Even some of these older systems, I can output the video through my component to HDMI converter, run that if I need to through this, and then onto the computer for recording. And then I can live stream it. I can edit it later. Doesn't really matter. But I can literally take any system and I can put it up on here if you guys want to see something. I still have Mario from '85. Still works at Charles of the Gun. I remember that game. Do you ever remember taking the, you're always supposed to stand really far back and do that little thing, line it up down the sight and shoot them and all that stuff. And then you get so frustrated, like, you know what? Guess what? I can ace this game. You put the gun against the TV and pull the trigger, and no matter what, you can't miss. Defeated the purpose of the game. Yeah, I remember doing that a lot. I think there was something as I don't know how old I was. I had to have been like 5 or 6, I think, at that time. I was born in '82, and I've had every game system from freaking Atari to NES, Super NES, everything new that ever came out. I got it. Now I didn't do stupid stuff like the Sega Genesis or uh, Sega Dreamcast or weird things like that. But like Nintendo GameCube and Super NES and all that kind of stuff, I would definitely get those. Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Advance SP, 3DS, all of it. I had it all. Not everything I have now. I've sold a bunch of those to make room and money for other things. But I've had them. I've played them. Final Fantasy. Oh, what was it? 3 or 4? It was the Game Boy Color. Yeah, I don't remember exactly which release that was, but it was on the Game Boy Color. I played the holy crap out of the thing. I went to a summer camp for ADD kids up in Pennsylvania, and it was a 2 month long. You could do it 1 month or 2 months, and I always went for the full 2 months. So we'd stay in groups of 10 kids or so in a cabin with 2 counselors, and the whole camp probably held 300 kids. And I went there for 8 years straight. And every time I'd take the Game Boy, I'd take all my games, and I would binge play the crap out of that. I would spend every dime I had on batteries. Sometimes I'd take other kids' batteries. So yes, I've been there. I've done that. More than I'm proud of. You weren't born at all, right? Um, and not now, in addition to video gaming, so I mean, this is obviously a good idea. I like that. I can start throwing up some video game uh, review and gameplay and whatever on this channel. See how it does. Um, and if you'd like, go ahead and spread the word. You can type in chat or comments on other people's channels, whatever. I'm also reaching out to other channels to see if they'd like to help host me or recommend me, that kind of stuff. It's kind of a long way about getting your name out, but if it works, it works. But what else I'm into, let me make sure everything is out of my way here. No room left on my desk. Is phone, everything. I have nearly every phone imaginable, and I will say that I am I've done some research on this, by the way. I am the last person, to my knowledge, to still be building and even have functional source code to the Motorola Droid 1. Anybody remember this guy? Yeah. I have 6 of them. I want to say 6 complete Motorola Droid 1s. They all work. And yeah, I mean, I have a portion of them right here. A couple of them are still in a bag in another box over here because they're actually getting like a new screen or a new frame, LED conversion or something. But right off the bat, here's 3. 3 fully functional, nothing wrong with the screens. The batteries all work. You could literally put these on Verizon right now and walk away and they'd still work. I even have up to the Droid 2 Global. This was my dad's phone because he didn't want the Droid 1. He wanted something a little bit more advanced. But I do still build actively the ROM for the Droid 1. In fact, this will give you some more idea what else I do. Okay, so that's my website. That's all of my personal stuff. Whether I've compiled every single baseband radio for the Droid 1, whether it's a ROM, a kernel. I mean, I'm working on the kernel section. That's a little slow because there's so many. But every restore file, every ROM I've ever made that I could get a hold of at least, it's all on that website for download. Everything's free. A couple things may have ads. It just kind of, when you view an ad, it kind of helps me generate at least a little revenue, and that helps go toward paying off my server fees, which come around once a year. So, um, yeah, I've got Galaxy Nexus, Droid 2. I've got some really stupid things in here too, like the Motorola Flip or the back flip. This was one of the worst phones ever. My girlfriend had this for a while until I got her to switch over to Verizon. But yeah, you're getting to see a little bit of my background and what all I've got, so it can give you an idea. Like if you want to see something, see a video on a particular subject or phone or whatever, then go ahead and ask. I might actually make one. Okay, so no more viewers, but that's cool. Just this way here. Oh, we got a viewer back. It's the same one for before, 9. Put these phones back away. Why this one won't go back in? Something wrong with that. Oh, that's why. Yeah. All right. Same person. We got a new viewer. Who do we got now? I really wish this thing would just go back. Ooh, check this out. Is this going to work? No, of course it won't work. Why would it work? That would be insane. Okay, so that is a no-go. I'm gonna have to put that in separately somewhere. Same. Okay, I got you. I'm not mining for nose gold. Okay, the hair. Okay, the hair kind of itches. I got a wild hair right here, and it's keeps going back up. So like I said, I need to shave tonight. But yeah, get some of this stuff put away. Oh, and by the way, if you watch my stuff and you start learning more about me, you will know that in no way am I an Apple fan. I hate Apple. Everything Apple, I am disgusted by. I feel like if I touch it, I'd get some of the weirdest diseases ever. Okay. Unfortunately, I got this guy. Ended up finding him. I don't use him, but he is here. There are a couple things when I'm flying my drone, my DJI Spark, where the iPhone's control app actually works better and crashes less than the one on Android. And that's the only reason this guy's even here. If it weren't for that, this guy would be sold right now. So he's the only reason I even keep him around. But he's never been on a network, and I don't plan on using him for that. So, why don't I like Apple? Well, it's too simplistic. And I'm a developer, so for me, having open source and being able to change components of the system at will and then recompile it all and send it out to the public is a big thing for me. And you cannot do that with Apple. Period. In fact, even if you jailbreak an iPhone or iPad or whatever, sorry, it's getting a little ridiculous. It itches really bad. That even if you jailbreak, you still don't have access to anything. So at the most, you can install Cydia, which is just kind of like a cracked Google Play Store, basically. And there's very limited applications that have any use at all. I think one is called Springboard, which Winterboard and Springboard that work in tandem, which allows you to do the customized home screen style thing. So you can add in like a different layout or something, which is something that Android supports right out of the box. You don't even have to root the phone. And you can place icons, you can have a clean home screen. With Apple, there is no such thing as a clean home screen because everything is laid out all at once, and there's no way you can rearrange the icons, but you can't have a home screen that has like your weather, has a little widget right here, and has two icons down for for a specific app or program or something, and that's your home screen. You can't choose what to have on your home screen and just call it that. Everything is there, and it always fills every page to the left, working towards the right. You can't have a blank space on any screen unless it's the very last one and there's a free spot. That's it. So, granted, they're stable phones, but every iteration is the same. There's nothing new. They made it a quarter-inch taller. Oh my God, let's call it the iPhone 7 now. Okay. Well, at least with Android, when something new comes out, there's a reason. Better processor, more RAM, the camera hardware is better, the operating system installed is better. They changed the look. It's more user friendly. They listen to the users. It changes. It's fluid. iPhone, it's the exact same thing. It's on an iPod. If you look at an iPod and an iPhone, they are exactly the same. You'd never know the difference. One makes calls, one can't. How do you know? Because I have the Steve Jobs look. I never did think about that, but you're right. I do. I did want to be a developer at one point. I wasn't really sure what direction to go with it, so I let it go. I was going to build some Android applications and sell them on the Play Store, but every idea I come up with has already been done a million times. So whatever I have is not unique, and other people are better developers than me. So let them have at it, I guess. Having an iPhone is just for saying you had the money to buy it. I actually traded something else to get that iPhone. I didn't actually buy it. So there's no warranty on it. There's no guarantee. There's no return. It's not returnable. Blah blah blah. But every Android phone, nearly every Android phone, I should say, that I've ever had, I did buy, and that started with the Droid One, which I think at the time cost me $200, maybe. Shoot, I don't remember, man. That was a long time ago. 2007, 2009, something like that. It was way back then. And I bought it brand new. And I remember having it on the seat in the car, on my passenger seat right next to me. And it was like an hour and a half drive home from where I bought it. It was like every place had sold out. And I kept staring at it like, oh, I want it. I want to open it up. I even just wanted to open it up just to hook it up to the car to charge the thing. I was killing me. And that's where it started. Was I bought it knowing that it was unlockable and it could be flashed with custom ROM. And I didn't know how to build it at the time. That took me about 6 months to figure out. But after I've been flashing various ROMs and kernels and recoveries and whatnot for a little bit, I'm like, you know what? This is everything I ever wanted. I'm going to be doing this forever. And that's pretty much how that started.
Did you hear that loud bang earlier?
It's like the cats are trying to get out. You get them back in?
Yeah. So one of the...
Come on in.
I'm naked.
Oh, well, stay out there.
Did you hear a loud bang earlier?
Yeah, I heard something.
One of the panels, the cats knocked one of the panels off of the jacuzzi tub. And now they're trying to get in it, so you need to come put it back.
The panels? Oh. Paranormal activity, right? Yes, yeah. I know. All right.
She's knocked it off, and now she wants in it.
Oh, God. All right, hang on. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. I need to go put a face panel back on our jacuzzi tub. The cats managed to pull it off somehow. So, yeah, I'll be right back. In fact, You want to know how cheap I am? Watch this. I'll be right back. Hang on.
I know there's a way out. We couldn't find it. She dropped on it. I know I can get out of here. I sit on the toilet. She's like, that should not like. I'm cold. You there?
I'll be down here a little bit. All right. That's a pretty good sign, right? Oh, okay. So, where the hell was I? The cat's pulled something off the jacuzzi. That's funny. Now that she's figured it out, she's going to do it every time. That's so stupid. Yeah, let me show you one more thing that I've got up in here. I need to organize the crap out of my space. Okay, so it's going to pull this around over here. So what I also do, and it was the big thing. Yes, that was my girlfriend. And if you watch the other channel and you get the right video, she pops in and out from time to time. She keeps poking her head through this door. She kind of gets on me if I spend too long on here. But I'm 36. She is going to be 60 on April 23rd. Yeah. But you know what? It works perfectly. We are like the perfect match, and we are never getting married, by the way. That is not going to be a thing. I've been married before, went through a divorce. It didn't last long. It wasn't really great. I had a kid out of it, but that's a whole thing I don't really want to get into. And she used to be married, and her marriage didn't work either for the problems that the husband had, not her. And she ended up kicking him out, and that was a whole big thing. So, but yes, we're perfectly happy. And her name's Dottie, Dorothea, but goes by Dottie. And I'm Noah, by the way. Nice to meet you. So the other thing that I do on my other channel that was a big hit, and if you want to see some of this on this channel, go ahead and let me know. I'll show you those two in just a second. I can even turn this around just a little bit. You'll be able to see this on here. This is my drone. This is the DJI Spark. This is not a 4K drone, but it is full 1080 at 30 FPS. And it's pretty decent. I think this thing cost me about $700 when I bought it. And DJI, if you don't know, is like the top drone manufacturer. And this is not their smallest, but it's the smallest that you would want to go and still have a real drone. You know what I mean? So, yeah, this thing is absolutely amazing. And I am going to get some more video photos with this thing here coming up this summer. I still need to charge them back up too. Let me cat back on here. So aside from the professional setup, which I even bought a hard shell case and everything for it. She is lucky, I'll tell you. You know what? I'm lucky to have her. And I might bring you down to the kitchen here in a minute, and I'll show you why. But yeah, as far as drones, full. I mean, this is like, I didn't think I was going to be into drones quite so much, but this is like the best buy I have ever done. I love this thing. I take it on every vacation. I get go up to 400 feet, the flight ceiling that you can legally go. And there are some amazing shots you can get. The sunset over a lake is stunning. The only thing I won't do is fly it over water. So I'm afraid if I drop this thing in the water and kill it, I can't afford another. I don't have that kind of money. I'm not rich. I'm actually fairly poor. I spend money on this, and then I hope that it recoups me some money back. It doesn't really tend to work that way. This cost, even if you buy them new right now, they are $6.99 or $5.99. I'm sorry. I think they've gone down in price just a tad. I've got a little hangnail right here on this piece. Oh, there we go. I don't know why I've never fixed that. I nitpick about the smallest things. But yeah, this thing, you could drop this entire case in water and nothing would happen. Everything inside stays dry. So I spent good money on the case just for that. I'm not sure what the conversion for that is off the top of my head. I haven't tried to convert foreign currency for a long time. I haven't ever really needed to. Okay, so the next drone I have has a little tiny controller like this. Yeah, it's that's how big it is compared to my fingers. Okay, this is a tiny little thing, and it barely fits in the hand. I mean, look at that. Like, my palms are touching. But what could this be for? This little drone right here. I know, right? Where's the props and how's that going to fly? Oh, you mean like that? Yeah. This thing, it may look weird. It's a Kaidang Alpha, some specific model number, whatever. But this egg drone, get some lights going on it here. Fully flies, it works, it does flips. It actually goes pretty fast. I think it tops out at like 7 or 8 miles an hour, something like that. And this bottom piece here can come off, and it's literally round on the bottom. Obviously, you can't land it like that because it'll fall over. But yeah, you just pop these little feet back in here, and it gives it something to land on. It's not a smooth landing like the $700 drone is. This thing was 35 bucks, I think it was. And my eventual goal with this was to use this as a review thing, do some videos on it, have people watch it, and then turn it into a giveaway for reaching so many subscribers or views on a video. And someone watching and following the rules of the comment, whatever, would eventually get this with its box and controller and everything. And it fully works. It's never been crashed. I think it's maybe been run for about 15 minutes tops. So it's still perfectly good. But yes, I'd like to make this as like, that's the whole reason I bought it, was to review it. It was unique. It's not like any other drone, and then turn it into a giveaway. So it didn't get received as well as I like, unfortunately. But then we have, and this box opens just like molasses. I hate this thing. Hang on. There we go. So the other one that I got has its own, it looks like a gaming controller with a clip that goes over that holds your phone on it at an angle. And what this thing is is this, is a cube. And what this one does is flip out like that. And again, this one also lights up. I got to remember where the button is here. Okay, so it lights blue all the way around. And the front, I don't know if you can see that, uh, is green in the center, and it does have a camera right here. You might be able to see that in the light. I'm not sure, but it's a fixed camera. So obviously, if you go forward like this, the camera starts pitching down. As you go in reverse, the camera pitches up. You can't change the pitch. In fact, it's hard mounted in here, so you couldn't change it on here and then go fly. You know what I mean? This thing's really cool. I've had this thing out for probably an hour. I had to recharge it 3 times during that time, but yeah, this thing's pretty sweet. Uh, and I like how it folds down into a cube. Again, a unique thing, and I wanted to turn this into some form of giveaway. So again, same type of deal. Watch a video, you follow a rule, like make a comment, mention me, be a subscriber, and then after so many likes or views or something, I will randomly pick someone and send it off to them. So that's still my idea. I just need more people to watch. It needs to be, you know, this one was 25 bucks. So the idea is that the more people I have, which was part of the thing was I wanted to do before they demonetized all my channels, was the views that I got would count toward money because it's monetized channel, and that money would go towards something like this. And then more people watch those videos. I make a little bit of money. I recoup the value plus make a small amount of profit, and then I turn around and I give this away. So you guys are helping me, and I'm helping you. That was the way that I wanted to do it, and YouTube, that whole Logan Paul thing, just destroyed the whole monetization platform. Now it's 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the past year, rolling 12 months. I'm never going to get there at this rate. I'm telling you. You can do drone videos in your channel. You mean drone videos in this channel? Because I do them in the other one, but I don't want to do like a copy paste. So there were a couple, I'll admit, that I made for the other channel, and I literally sliced off the intro and the end screen, moved it over to this channel, either plugged in an intro or didn't, added a new end screen, gave it a different title, and uploaded it on this channel. Exactly the same video. I'll admit I've done that. That's not cool, but I've done it. So, like I said, tomorrow my new camera comes in. Make sure my mic is still on here. It's actually for my camera, but it's the best camera. It's the best microphone I have. But with the new camera, I can do, because you notice how grainy this is. You can see like if you look at the plant here, the dark areas kind of look all fuzzy and weird, especially like right here where it's all strange and it just looks horrible. I think this is 720 at some ridiculously low bit rate, because this is running through Google Chrome, the browser. Normally, I'd run through Streamlabs OBS, an actual desktop application, and I jack the bit rate way up. So normally my videos won't look like this, but the new camera is going to look even better than that. And I cannot wait until it comes tomorrow because I want to start filming some stuff. I do want to get into Instagram. So if you want to stick around and have a look at that, that would be awesome. I'm still trying to think of some creative things that I can do, some nice photography or some video, whatever. And this camera does have, in fact, give me a second here. Let me open up on another screen here. Lumix LX10, Panasonic, copy, back here, paste, go. Okay. Hopefully that showed up as a link. Did it? Yes, it did. Okay. You know what? I'm not sure. Before I type that in, let me grab the actual link that it will do through the computer, because I know the name. I'm just not sure what the link is. .com. I see how it formed. Okay, I got you. So, but you see some Instagram photographers, and I'm sure they've got years of background experience. They went to school for photography. I never did. I'm about as amateur as you can possibly get. You asked me to tell you what an ISO level is or what an f-stop is. I couldn't tell you. So what's the difference between an f1.4 and an f2.0? It would take me a second. I'd have to guess. I believe it's the size of the iris and how much light comes in. Don't quote me on that. That's how much I know about photography. But with the camera in hand, can I physically adjust the dials and the knobs and change settings to get a good picture? Yes, I can. Can I explain to you how I did that? Absolutely not. But so, like I said, you can see some Instagrammers have come up with really creative types of photography that you just wouldn't otherwise see, and it's so unique that it sounds cliche as can be. They become Instagram famous. You know what I mean? Um, would I like to be able to make money that way? Yes, definitely. It's probably easier to make money that way than through YouTube, believe it or not. And that reminds me of one other thing. Let me throw you one more link here. I got to pop back over. I've probably been babbling on. I'm glad to see you're still with me here. All right, let me. Oh, come on. Just bear with me here for a second. I gotta figure out why this is being a pain. And okay, I see it reformats. That is my old camera equipment that I used on my other channel. Seeing as I do have the new camera arriving tomorrow, I don't need to have two sets. I only need one camera. So I'm selling the complete set of my other stuff. And it's everything from the case to the lenses to the microphone I'm actually currently recording on, this guy. So I'll have to buy another one for me. But case, lenses, microphone, wide angle and telephoto, cleaning kit. Man, there's a bunch of stuff in there. I can't even think about it. But it's all there. It all works. It's all mint condition. Filter kit with UV, CPL, and ND8. I think it was an ND8 filter, not an ND4. But it's all there, and I have it labeled as a YouTube starter kit because honestly, everything that's there will get you up and running a YouTube channel in some pretty nice quality. It does full 1080 at 60 frames a second. It's touchscreen. It's got the fully rotatable. In fact, I have it. I forgot. I have it sitting on my wall mount right now. Let me bring this over here. Okay, so I'm going to aim this down a little bit. All right. So yes, I do have this on a really cool wall mount. Let me kind of spin this. So it's mounted against the wall, so I can literally swing this around. I can change the angle, the pitch, everything. It's all right here. So basically with this, I'm going to pull this off without disconnecting everything here. Okay, we'll just swing that bar out of the way for now. This is the camera. And the great thing about this is that, one, it has the strap to be able to hold it on your hand. with all the buttons and everything. But the main pull for this was the screen. So besides obviously just flipping out and you can see it, I can turn it on here for you. So other than being able to see it like this, the screen rotates so that you can see yourself. So you can actually frame yourself up on the screen and you know that you're in frame, or if you're holding something up, you know that it's going to be on the recording. You don't have to guess. The other thing is that if you're shooting top down like this, obviously you can't see, you're not going to be doing this the whole time. It's going to be above you like this, is that you tilt the screen even more, and now you can actually see it while filming top down. And it'll do all of the rotations in between. You can close it up like this so that the screen's protected, and you can fold it sideways so you can still see the screen while you're recording, but you don't have it sticking out sideways. So you can look at it from the side as well. And it's got, I don't know if this camera is good enough to do that. Full live preview. It's got full touch screen, full menus. Everything is on here. In fact, let me bump over. Yeah, full. You can set the format and everything. This is probably, I love this camera, but for what I want to do, it's just too big. I need to be able to take something with me that's smaller. And when I went down to Key West, is it waterproof? No, it is not. Most cameras up until you get around $1,500 or something are not waterproof either. So, I mean, it's not like you're going to go underwater with it. Some cameras you can actually buy a waterproof case for, although the camera itself is not waterproof. So there are some options with that. But and it does have a built-in 5.1 microphone with wind cancellation and all that. So this thing, I mean, this thing's amazing. And I did leave on the UV filter on this, just to help keep the inside protected from ambient dust and all that kind of stuff. It's less cleaning I'd have to do. And it kind of improves video a little bit anyway, so why not, right? Yes, it's still an absolutely amazing camera. But for what I need, I just need something a little more compact. I went down to Key West, like I said, and I literally had to walk around the whole time carrying this thing like this because you can't put it in your pocket. I didn't, by the time I thought about taking a bag with me to carry like extra filters and cleaning kit and have something hard enough to protect it when I put it in the bag, I would have practically had a backpack. It was just way too much. So again, going down to something a little smaller would have been good for me. And it's kind of awkward to hold this thing, open it up and hold it at an angle out, trying to get, selfie or vlogging or something. It just wasn't going to work with this one. Okay, close that up. So yeah, this wall mount was, how much was that wall mount? I want to say 25 bucks, 30 bucks, somewhere in there. And it does also complete here. Let me show you this. You're going to like this one. So what I can do with this is, in addition to having the multiple ball mounts here so I can work at any angle I want, I can extend the length out. And from here, from the wall to this end at full extension is about 5.5 feet. So I can pretty much cover this entire room. So what I do is just like this, I tighten it in, and then this just sits down and turns flat against the wall. And now it's out of my way. That's all there is. I can turn it the other way if I need to. If I need to get to the edge of the desk or something. But yeah, it's not 100%. Plus, this little handle here kind of gets in the way. But it'll go fully down straight and it'll go completely up. It would actually go through the ceiling just because of the height I have it mounted at. But it'll do a massive sweep. And this thing is awesome. It's completely quiet. So nothing. So like if I'm doing a pan shot of something on my desk when I'm doing a review, I can literally just, as long as I push it in a slow, steady motion, it won't make any noise and it'll look like a pan. It was an unintended side effect, but it works. It was really cool. I think one of my videos, maybe, I have the link to that posted. But yeah. So, go ahead and put my stuff over here. I just realized my microphone was behind my computer where you couldn't hear me. Pretty awesome. Oh, I just sold 2 more of my Nintendo Switch mods. Dang, these things are selling out. If you're wondering what those are, all of my set is right here, actually. I have not that one, apparently. That was a dud. Okay, here we go. Are these little guys? I don't know if you're going to be able to see this in this quality video, but this is my Nintendo Switch cooling mod, and I can link you to. I have to go find it in my. Let me pop back over to my other channel real quick, and I will pull the link to the video here. What? Internal server error for YouTube? What? How? What is going on? Something. Oh, there we go. Okay, I don't know what that was about. All right, let me go one more page here, and I will post you the link to what I did. Really? Could it have been that far back? Ah, there it is. So this is really being slow. I think I'm using quite a bit here. Share. And copy. Okay. So paste there. Okay. So that is what my Nintendo Switch cooling mod is. That's these little guys. And I do sell them on eBay. I could get you a link to that too, but I mean, that's up to you. So this is sort of my one way of making halfway decent money. It's what helps pay for some of the things that I do. I don't make a whole lot of money off of these guys, despite the fact they go for $14. By the time all is said and done, I have to pay my printing guy for electric and for material. And then I have to pay for shipping. I got to pay for the gas to go get the parts. I have to pay for shipping material and all that kind of stuff. I probably make $3 a piece off of these guys. For all the effort that I go through to do this, I'm only making $3. So it isn't a whole lot. But I have a bag here of 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 9, but that one's gonna be mine because it's kind of broken. So I do have some, and I need to get a little bit better prints. So yeah, I got a few. I think I got 5 that I need to ship out by tomorrow morning. So they come in, but Yeah, it was a cool. It was a little side project. I didn't know it was going to take off like it did. I have, yeah, I have a lot of of a lot of things. Uh, so I don't know. You might actually be interested in this channel. That'd be kind of cool. Uh, yeah, and go ahead and if you like this channel and you like the other channel, go ahead and subscribe to both. That really helps me. Uh, if there's any way you can spread the word or something, that's cool. I did end up spending a little bit of money. It was for the other channel, but I made myself a little business card thing. There's nothing on the back, but a little business card. And every time I sell one of my Nintendo Switch mods, I drop this in the envelope with it. So it's just kind of advertising. I take a stack to work, so as customers come in, I can just kind of slip them one of these, little personal thing, but that's my way of getting my name out there. I'm trying to get back into the monetized status, so at least all the expenses and the effort that I go through with this channel and my other channel become worth it. At least I can recoup some of the money. I would eventually like to do this full time, but that's probably going to take some effort. So, oh, you did subscribe to both. Awesome. That's cool. Thank you very much. Um, yeah, go ahead and even if you don't like the videos, I'm not going to force you to watch them. That's not right. But it does help that the more you watch, like, comment. I wish more people would do that. Um, it helps me know whether or not that's the type of thing people want to see, and it just doesn't seem people want to do that kind of thing, you know. But if they did, that would really help. So if you'd like to do that, that would help me too. Um, yeah, and in addition to comments and everything on certain videos, tell me what about the video you did like. What could I improve on? Is there another subject matter or another, say, type of drone you'd like to see me review? I do know I'm part of a local drone flying group, so I can't necessarily borrow for extended periods of time other types of drones, but I can probably go to the field when we all go flying on a Saturday and go talk to them and film them doing it. So that's my way of getting a review of something else without buying it. But yeah, if you want to see something else that's car related, whether it's drone related, video game related, PS4, Switch, PC, you name it, anything you want, go ahead and let me know. But comments are honestly the biggest thing you can do to help me, and not many people do that. It's unfortunate. I think I just saw another person pop in here and then just left again. So, but yeah, not a whole lot of people watch my streams, even out of my current subscribers. So, all right, it's starting to get late. I need to get a shower. I need to get to bed. She gets mad at me if I'm on here really late because I'm not paying attention to her. It's just kind of the way it goes. Um, Eventually, you will see her in some of these videos, especially on vacation. So with the new camera, I take the drone out. We'll get some good shots. You'll get to see her too. Um, I was kind of hoping she'd be able to bring in some audience with her assets. I'll let you figure out what those are. Uh, she's not bad looking at all. She really isn't. She's not like a model, but she's pretty cute. So I was kind of hoping to maybe exploit that a little bit. I'm kidding. But yeah, you'll see her a little bit in some future videos. So uh, yeah, take a look at that camera link if you're interested. With the camera link, uh, with the sale, whoever buys this, and hopefully it's a subscriber or someone that actually wants to start a YouTube channel, because that was the whole reason I labeled it like that. Um, and let's say it's you. Um, I am going to put in some effort to help you build a channel and get something going. So if you need help with creating an intro, creating an end screen, you want to know how to format a video, um, what software to use. I would highly suggest for editing software. I know it costs a bundle. It's something like $200 a year, something like that. is Adobe After Effects if you want to do like motion tracking and things like that. Which I'll give you an example of motion tracking in case you have a hard time finding it. Not many people watch that motion tracking video of mine, unfortunately. Let me do. Da, 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 da. Come on, where is it? Copy link location. That's what I wanted. Okay, so yes, that's it. Okay, so when I say motion tracking, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's nice. You can help others with the channels. Yes, I'm more than happy to help someone with their channel. I just can't do all of the work for you. I'll give you pointers. I'll give you tips if you want to know how. How do I uh, cut a section of video out and then pull the two separated pieces together so as to eliminate that center clip of whatever period of time. I can tell you how to do that. But as far as the actual editing and you have to record your own clips and you're still doing the editing on your own. But I'll give you the pointers on how to do things. Yes, I'm perfectly willing to help do that. Um, those tutorial videos haven't gotten a lot of positive receives yet. I mean, it seems people watched them a couple times and then, so out of 600 people, like 12 people watched it, or 6 people watched it twice. It's hard to tell. The editing, you can spend a lot of time editing. It depends on how in depth you want to go with it. Motion tracking is something I've just gotten better at recently. And it's fun to be able to say, hold your hand up like this, and then have something pop up in midair like a hologram. And then when you're done with it, you just kind of grab it and you go like this, and you can fling it off screen. Or if you can do it right, you can't be like this where you get a blur because After Effects has to track an object and its shape against the background. So you say you do this up and spread, and then within that motion tracking, you create a grid from where your fingers were. And then that you can move around, you can, rotate, you can, bring it behind you. You get creative. But it's for the money, Adobe After Effects and Adobe Premiere. So Adobe Premiere is basically the video editor on the lower level. After Effects is more for it's also a video editor, but it's more for um, obviously effects, 3D animation, um, motion tracking, adding things in space. It's much more involved. It's more for the effects side of video, and Premiere is the video editor side of video. But yes, I do use both. So you will need a halfway decent computer. It doesn't have to be spectacular. The biggest thing with video editing, whether it's Adobe Premiere or After Effects, is that you need a multi-core processor, quad core minimum, and the speed of that processor is going to be a big help. But the more cores that your CPU has, the faster your video editing will be, because all the computations and everything in After Effects and Premiere are done on the CPU. You can have uh, dual GTX 1080 Ti's running an SLI with 16 gigs of video RAM, and if you have a dual core processor, your video editing is going to take forever because the processing isn't done on the GPU, it's done on the CPU. Now, loading stuff into RAM, having a lot of RAM does help. Adobe Premiere doesn't use a whole lot of RAM, but After Effects, I'm already at 48 gig. It fills up 90%. I have it leaving 10% free at all times, but it fills up all 90% with no problem. I'm sure if I had 64 gig, it would fill up, you know, all 60 gig. I could leave 4 gig free. I mean, it would use every single piece available. So as much RAM as you can get and a good SSD, so an NVMe or a 2.5-inch SSD, something like that. Rotary hard drives they're going to take a beating and it's going to take them forever. But an SSD will make that a lot quicker. And a CPU with at least a quad core, if you can get a 6 or an 8 core, you probably have to go to an i9 for that. or an AMD Ryzen or something like that, then you'll obviously speed that process up quite a bit. So it's a bit of a game to find out what you need. All right. So yeah, I need to get some of these things printed off, and then I need to get to bed, and that's going to be my night. Um, I'm glad you found the channel. That's give me just shy of an hour and a half, hour and 25 minutes. But yeah, thank you for subscribing. That's absolutely awesome. Go ahead and spread the word. Watch whatever videos you can. Uh, like them. Leave comments. Comments help me the most. And yeah, I'll take your suggestions into account. That I like that idea. Doing some game stuff, maybe some drone videos on this channel as well. And the quality is going to go up like you would not believe starting tomorrow night. I may not release a video tomorrow, but I'm going to be playing with the camera and the settings and getting things right. So things will start to improve quite a bit from even the previous videos on this channel. So yeah, camera's still up for sale if you are interested, or if you want to pass the link on to someone else that might be. Everything is here. It all works. I have the receipts, but seeing as it's too late to return it to Best Buy, that's not going to do you any good. And I'm assuming you're in Mexico because you were asking about Mexican pesos. So I don't know if they have Best Buy down there or not, but it wouldn't do any good to even attempt to return it. So everything all there, it's all there. It all works. Battery charges, not a scratch on it. Lenses are clear. Cases, everything, you name it. It's all ready to go as a get. I did the first one at the beginning. Okay. So yeah, I got to finish up a couple things here before she ends up coming in here and yelling at me for spending way too much time talking to you guys and not spending time with her, because we both work first shift and we don't see each other until something like 7:30 at night, and then by 11:30, the night's over. So we get like 4 hours together a day. That's it. It's pretty bad. So yeah, every minute I can spend with her, I definitely I need to. So I need to kind of limit the time I spend on here. But yes, with that, thank you. I'm calling it a night. I know I've said that a million times, but yeah. Any other questions? Go ahead and leave a comment in the final video here or another video. I'll remember your name, and I will continue chatting there. You can private message me on my other channel, Midnight Ninja. Just go to the About page, and it'll have a little message icon. You can go do that, and our chats will be private there if you want to ask for links or something like that, or ask for help without posting publicly. So we can talk that way too. Yeah. Anything else? Have a good one, man. Have a good night.